Okay, now let us start with how a patent document looks like. So we have a patent document and we will here discuss about the anatomy of that patent document. I will take the US patent document as the reference, and other patent documents we can discuss later. So a typical patent document has several sections which are designed or designated for different form of information that the patent document discloses. So a patent document as such is a document which is intended to disclose inventions. Now how do you disclose an invention? So it has invention, and an invention is disclosed by writing it in an appropriate form, because inventions sometimes could become very hard to comprehend, or very hard to explain. So unless there is a set format or template to disclose an invention, patent office will have a very tough time reading each and every patent document and figuring out what they are saying. So they need to have a template, and that template should be fixed. There could be a minor variation, but more or less they should look same for each patent. So the template includes disclosing an abstract. So normally each of the utility patent has an abstract. It has a drawing section. So a set of drawings are there which have to be there in order to explain the invention in detail. You might encounter a very few patents which do not have any drawing, and those inventions could be very straightforward or maybe very easy to comprehend, so that no drawing is needed. But normally a patent document needs a drawing section. Then there comes a description section, which is also called a detailed description section. And a description section is the one where the invention is described in detail, as much detail as you want. So an inventor sometimes writes up to 20 or 30 pages of description in order to describe the invention. Remember that not all inventions are simple. There could be very complex inventions as well. So the length of the description has to be longer than any other section in the document. However, the patent document or the patent offices have their own reservations onto the length of the description section, and they impose some additional fee when you submit a longer description than what is required. And then you have a claim section, which is the heart of the patent document. So claims are something which actually describe what your invention is talking about, or what your patent document is talking about. So the claim section is the most important. So I put a star here, and this is the most important section. Now let us have a look at the cover page of one of the US patent documents. So this is one of the standard templates that you will see in each of the US patent document cover page, and more or less they all look same. And, you may have one or two additional sections than what is shown here, or maybe one or two sections are lesser. So it normally starts with defining that this is a US patent, and then you have a patent number here. So this patent number is unique. So each patent in the United States will have a unique patent number, and a patent will be described, identified by this patent number, which is written here. Now remember that approximately there are 80 million patents already granted in the United States, and the number is growing day by day. So a patent number usually starts in each of the countries, not only in US, with a 2-digit code, that is the country code, and that ends with another code which is called kind code. So this is called kind code. Kind code. So this shows what kind of document this is. Is this a granted document? Is this a WIP document? That means it is going under prosecution right now, or whether it is a a refiled document, or so on and so forth. So this is called kind code. This is the date of grant of the patent. So date of the patent is normally the date of grant. So from this date your patent is enforceable. You can claim that your patent is now in the legal business, and this is the day on which the patent has been granted. Remember, there is another day which is called the filing day, which is here. So on this day the patent was filed, and this day is June 4th 2007. This day is May 25th 2010, and as we discussed earlier, the difference between the two dates is approximately 3 years or 36 months, which is the normal course of time during which a patent is granted. Now there are some other useful piece of information from on this cover page. For example, the inventors. There are 2 inventors associated with this patent. So 2 inventors have jointly invented this technology. Before that, we have the title of the invention as well. So this is the title, which discloses in brief what this invention is all about. So you can see that it is a wireless communications related patent, which is also related to mobile gaming. Now we have an assignee. So an assignee is an organization or the body which has filed the patent. Remember that in US, inventors only file the patent and later assign it to assignee. So when you file a patent, you do not have an assignee associated with it, but later inventors assign their rights of invention to the assignee. In some of the inventions, or in some of the patent documents rather, you would not see the assignee section. It is blank. That means that either the assignee have not disclosed their name, or the invention is or the patent is still under the name of inventors itself. Here is the application number. So application number is the file number when the patent application was first filed. There are some other pieces of information as well, which I will not go into further detail because that will require a lot of legal knowledge to go into that. I will briefly touch upon the classification here, which is the classification of the invention. So you can see that the international classification of this patent is under H04B, and this is the broad class, and this usually is for computers and mobile phones related inventions. Now there are other important pieces of information, for example the primary examiner and the assistant examiner information, as well as the attorney related information. These are the people, the lawyers who have filed this invention or patent on the behalf of their client. This is the abstract section, which discloses the crux of the invention, and this is supported by drawings. So first of the drawing, or the most important drawing, appears on the cover page. However, there are 11 more drawings also. So there are 12 drawing sheets, so 11 more drawings are here to support this invention. So this is in brief about the anatomy of a patent document.